What's up, Tornado Squad? It's your boy Marvin.
And Noah.
It's been a minute.
Yes, it has.
Yeah, it's been a minute, but we are back with a great guest.
A wonderful guest, Sean Clark.
Yep, Sean Clark. Welcome. He's a junior.
A boarder from Arkansas.
#1 tennis varsity player.
And he just recently won 2025 McCallie GPS Got Talent.
Dang, I mean, that's an all-around guy right there.
Yeah,
Not just an
seriously.
athlete, but we're winning Got Talent too. Like, this is impressive. So Sean, welcome. Thank you for being on the show with us.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Yep. So, have you been paying attention to some of the episodes? Do you know some of the games we play? All right. So today we're gonna start off with quickfire.
Yeah.
And quickfire is kind of a game where we just ask you certain questions and we don't want you to think about it. Just immediately, whatever comes to the top of your head.
Like, just answer as fast as you can. That's your goal.
Yep.
Got it.
All right. You
All
take it away, Noah.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Favorite genre of music?
Rock.
If you could speak any language fluently, what would it be?
Chinese.
What is your go-to place to eat in Chattanooga?
Chipotle? Does that count?
Yeah. Favorite sneakers?
Nike?
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
Solid
pretty good.
performance.
I don't feel like I've known Nike as like a tennis brand shoe. Is that like a...
I've used the same brand of shoe for the last year.
Okay.
I just get a new pair every month.
What's the go-to tennis shoe?
I mean, the one I have right now. It's like pink Nike. I don't know. I don't know much about it.
Okay, every month. Like
Yeah.
You just a month.
Well, because the traction wears out on the bottom, so you have to get a new pair every month.
Dang, that means you're doing a lot of movement. I mean,
Yeah.
Playing a lot.
yeah.
I mean, we expect that from the #1 tennis
Perfect.
varsity player.
Yeah. I heard you're a blue chip. Is that what it's called? Like a...
I'm a 5-star.
Okay.
So like, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're sitting here with a 5-star. Yeah. Let's just put that at the context right here. 5-star and a winner of Got Talent. Let's dive into that. So, I mean, I think I've known you for a good bit now, but when did you start singing? I did not know that was one of the talents deep in the bag there.
Yeah, I mean, I did chorus for freshman and sophomore year, but I've sang my whole life. Like when I was younger in elementary school, I did like the plays and the musicals. I actually did my 4th grade talent show as well. I sang "I'm Still Standing" by Elton John.
Okay.
It's a great song.
It is a great song. But I kind of stopped singing publicly, like in middle school and stuff like that, because I think if you're a boy in the arts, it's kind of tough sometimes with judgment and middle school, and you think everyone's judging you.
Yeah.
But it's my junior year, and I was just like, I'm done with like being in my head, and like I just really wanted to do it because I love it. So that's why I did it.
Would you ever consider pursuing a career in music or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's tennis and like singing are my 2 biggest passions. So if I could do something in either of those, I'd be really lucky.
Yep. What song did you end up singing I Got Talent, and what kind of led you to picking that song?
I sang "My Way" by Frank Sinatra.
Great song as well.
Classic.
Wow, he's 2 for 2.
And I've always loved this song since I was a little kid, but I originally actually wanted to sing an original song, like a song that I wrote and play on piano.
He's
but
writing his own song.
but my parents were kind of like, that could be really good, but maybe you'd also want to sing a song that people know. And I was like, yeah, maybe you're right. So I was between 2. I was between "My Way" and I was between "Cry Me a River" by Michael Bublé. That's also a good one. But I feel like people knew "My Way" more, and it was kind of just like perfect because I'm going to get corny, but also kind of just in the lyrics, like I haven't sang in front of people in a long time, and I felt like the lyrics were really speaking to me. And when you're performing, you want to feel like that, like you really resonate with the lyrics. So that was what made me choose it, and obviously it's just such a great song.
Hey, this is crazy and never done before, but can you maybe sing one line
on the mic?
of "My Way" that is just
mic.
like one line that you feel like would show the fans how good you are at singing? Because we're saying it, but like proving it.
Okay. I'm trying to think of where to start.
No pressure. I can't sing at all.
I'll just start the song, I guess.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain.
Yeah. Hey.
Okay.
Hey, we got some talent on the show today.
Thank you. I
I
didn't do any warm-ups, but that was just
really good.
Okay.
That was really good. I see why we have the Got Talent winner here with us.
Absolutely. You think you'll participate in the talent show again next year?
Actually, I don't think most people know this, but if you win the talent show, you can't do it next year, which I didn't know that, but it makes sense because like you don't you want to give everyone a chance to win, and also like you already won. So if I could do like a special guest performance, I would totally be down to do that. But I want to give everyone else the chance, and I think that's really cool. But if I could, I probably would, but I can't. So.
Yeah. But I feel like now that you've kind of broken that shell that you talked about, that like kind of, I don't know, embarrassment a little bit of being like a singer. Now that it's kind of out and you've seen that people do appreciate your singing, what's the next steps? Like, I feel like Got Talent's done, but I feel like Chattanooga is such a good place. Like, we have the guys like Doc Party going out and having concerts and having a lot of fun. So what's like the next steps for you?
Yeah, I mean, kind of for some time, actually, I didn't even know if I was a good singer anymore, because I think when you don't do it and you don't put yourself out there, you can just doubt yourself. So I think putting myself out there, and I actually, after I won, I didn't even know if I deserved to win, because I was just like, kind of crazy that I was performing again. But the response to it, I also made a music account on Instagram and TikTok.
Hey, get your tag in.
Yeah.
It's Sean Clark Music _ and actually
on that.
on TikTok, it has 3.6 million views right now.
3.6 mil!
And I posted it last week, so I don't know how that happened, but I guess that kind of just
Not for real.
like gave me validation that it was something that I was really proud of, and I worked really hard. So obviously I'm posting it online now on my music accounts. I've posted many different songs, and I'm going to continue doing that. And then I would love to continue performing like in front of people.
Absolutely.
And like if
3.6
Doc Party wants me to come out, if anything like that, I'm totally
Dog
down.
Party calling you out.
Did you blow all the prize money yet?
I just gave it to my parents. They probably just put it in my bank account, but I want to put it towards something in music, so that would be smart. Yeah.
So we got 3.6 mil views here and a 5-star in tennis, guys.
Yeah, I mean, all around.
If you don't think McCallie's the place to be, I don't know what else to tell you.
It is.
But switching gears, let's go and talk about tennis. When did you start playing tennis? And, when did that passion start?
Cool story. So my parents and my oldest brother went to Wimbledon in 2013.
Wow.
I was like, I don't know how old I was, 5 or something like that.
Yeah.
But anyways, so we were like, me and my sister were watching. We were looking for them on the TV. And then as we were watching, like obviously Wimbledon is the coolest Grand Slam. It's grass. It's so cool. So I was watching and I was like, I want to play. Yeah. So I started going to the clinics and all that. And then I just fell in love like right away. Yeah. It just captured me watching it on TV, watching the pros play. Like it was just, I fell in love. It was the first thing I ever fell in love with. And ever since I've been just hardcore, like playing 6 days a week, like playing tournaments, like I'm just so into it. And of course, there's going to be rough patches throughout it. Like you can get burned out. Like I'm sure you know that. But for the most part, like it's just like my biggest passion. And it's, I've worked so hard at it ever since I was 5 years old.
Yeah.
Really considering that tennis is a year-round sport, sorry about that. Like, do you ever feel yourself getting burnt out, and how do you stay motivated in those tough times? Yeah,
it's really tough because you're playing all the time. You have to keep up with it. There's tournaments year-round. I think when I was 13, that was the age where I was like, I want to quit. Like, I was done. And I was just like, I had broken my wrist right at the beginning of COVID. Dang. And then I like broke my back kind of, and I was out for like 6 months. And then when I came back, I was losing to people that I would never have lost to before. And it was like really like, it got to me. I was feeling defeated. Like I was like just not myself. Yep. And I was having serious conversations with my parents because I was like, I want to quit. And they were like, you have such a talent. Like you have to keep playing. Yep. And I'm really glad that they, kept me motivated because I really did not want to keep playing. Yep. And then you just have to keep practicing and just keep reminding yourself like that you love the sport. So that was a tough age. I think that's a tough age in general. Yep. But yeah. But I mean, I think sometimes you'd find yourself being like, oh, like I have to go to practice all the time. I have to play all these tournaments. But I think changing my mindset to realizing that I'm really lucky that I go to McCallie. Yeah. I have incredible teammates, incredible coaches, and like I'm really fortunate. Now you don't feel like that 100% of the time, but like I just try to like put myself in a different perspective because I'm really lucky. I'm in a fantastic position, so I just need to remind myself of that sometimes.
Coming out of that hard spot you talked about, looking at McCallie, being like, McCallie being such a good tennis school already, how did you kind of swallow that saying like, hey, like I'm going to go there and I'm going to make my mark even after coming off of, your wrist being broken and your back being kind of broken? How did McCallie just like start to play in your mind and become a part of your journey? Yeah,
so at the end of 8th grade, a lot of tennis players, a lot of the top junior tennis players go to tennis academies, and they're usually in like Florida. Yep. And it's basically like you'll just do online school, and then you will just play tennis all day. And I was like, I don't want to play like 6 hours, like so much
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I want a balance. So we were looking at boarding schools, and I visited McCallie, and I just fell in love. Like, I just thought the community was so great. I thought the team was super nice, and I just felt like it was a place where I would belong.
Take a visit.
Yeah.
Take a visit.
So basically, I mean, I had kind of been getting back into my groove at that point. Like, I had gotten into Kalamazoo, which is like the National Junior Championships. I got in 16 unders, and I was getting my groove back. So especially like when I first got here, everyone being so accepting and just like welcoming, it was easy for me to just fit in and like be happy, thriving, playing tennis here.
Yep.
Being, so committed to this sport, do you ever, just go out and play tennis for fun at all? Or?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I do it sometimes. It's actually rare when I go out and I'm just like having fun, but low key, like I was doing it with my friend Simon on the team. I don't know if you guys know him. He's new this year.
Yep.
But we were playing like, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks ago, and we were just like having fun. We're playing music and just hitting. So I definitely should go out there just to have fun sometimes more, because you have to remind yourself that you truly love the sport and that you have a really big passion for it. And as much of it is like, go, go, go. You have tournaments, you have to get your injuries, like you have so much stuff, but like you have to remind yourself sometimes like, I have a lot of fun doing this with the people that I love. So I do that sometimes.
Yeah. I know the big question that everyone wants to know, does tennis carry over to pickleball? Because I am a swimmer and I'm very good at pickleball. I'm willing to stand on that with any McCallie guy.
I believe it.
But how does tennis carry over to pickleball? And do you really get competitive in pickleball as well?
100%. I'm competitive in everything.
Yeah.
Like even with Got Talent, I was like, I'm freaking winning this thing.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
anyways, if you play tennis, you will be good at pickleball. Like that is a fact. Pickleball is the easy version of tennis. Everyone knows this. And if you're good at pickleball and you've never played tennis, you're not probably going to be good at tennis, because tennis is a lot harder. So this is just something that everyone should know. But yes, if you are good at tennis, then you will be good at pickleball. But I love pickleball. I'm not a hater.
Yeah.
It's just not as hard,
Challenging.
but it's really fun. And
Yeah.
I play with my brothers, and I want to win every time.
What are some of like the major differences between playing tennis and pickleball?
Yeah, I mean, obviously pickleball, the court is like really small. It's a lot less running. Tennis, you have like the strings, and like tennis is a lot more hand-eye coordination. It's a lot, I don't know how to explain it, but tennis is way harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
But shifting back to tennis a little bit, like what are your big goals for this season? I know McCallie is probably on like what, a 6-peat for state, being number 1 ranked for 2 years now. Like what is the kind of the mindset of you and your teammates going in? Like what's up for this upcoming season?
Yeah, so we got the number 1 nationwide ranking again, so that was really exciting. And we're playing 4 teams in the top 10 in the nation this year. We're playing 4 teams, like the number 3, 5, 6, and 9.
Wow.
So everyone needs to come out to the matches and support.
Yep.
It's going to be a lot of great tennis. Even if you're not familiar with the sport, you should come out and just see what it's all about. There's going to be tournaments on the weekends and stuff like that. But I think our goal is just to continuously improve our games, improve our doubles, because obviously the doubles point is really important. But yeah, we're just trying to get our best every single day, and then hopefully we can get a 6-peat. Is it 5-peat, 6-peat, something like that? I can't keep track.
Yeah. Champions. That's all.
Yeah, we really need to get some more guys out there to the matches. I think the tennis team and swim is like the best.
Most underrated.
Yeah,
Swimming, 3-peat. Hey, shout out to those swimmer boys, 3-peat.
Yep, congratulations.
Thank you. But no, I feel like the tennis team has made its own reputation, not only in Chattanooga, but now we're countrywide, worldwide.
Yeah.
And we're getting a lot of recruits for that. So, if you're a tennis player,
show out.
5-star.
For real. Every single chapel is a new plaque or a new trophy
Exactly.
or something.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
But considering your history with tennis, what do you plan on doing with it in the future? Do you want to go to college? Do you want to be a professional tennis player? What's on your radar?
Yeah, I mean, ever since I was a little kid, my biggest dream was being a pro tennis player. But I would say the next step is going to a D1 college somewhere. I've been talking to a lot, and I think it's really exciting process. It's overwhelming at times because you feel like you have so many options, and there's like you can only pick one.
Yep.
So I think I've been dealing with that a little bit recently, just to be honest, like a little bit feeling overwhelmed. But I am really excited for it. I've been talking to a lot. I've went on like 2 official visits, and I'm gonna go on more. So yeah, I mean, that's my next step, is to just go to a college where I feel like I can elevate my game to the next level, which if you're at a D1, like that would be playing pro level. So yeah, I mean, that's my next step, and I'm excited to go forward in that journey. I hope I can commit soon so that I'm not as stressed, but we'll see what happens.
Hey,
but
let me give you the easy answer. Go Gators.
Yeah.
University of Florida. I feel like that's the place to be.
Exactly.
Especially if you want to get really good. I'm not biased or anything. That's just
no way.
But yeah, I mean, congratulations on all those D1 opportunities.
Yeah,
but
thank you.
I do understand how stressful it is to balance that with Got Talent and also like schoolwork. So
yeah, I remember you last year in Burns, like, or one of the years you were like, I have a call with a coach, and you had to like go in your room and all this.
I was gone for a while. I think
it was
I
like
missed
Yale or something like that.
2 months of school, just going in and out. But I must say those are like the best 2 months of my life. Like just meeting so much people and getting to see like all your hard work paying off. So I do encourage you to enjoy those. Like they're a lot of fun.
100%.
But we do have one more question we kind of ask everyone at the end of our episodes. But coming to McCallie, coming to a new place, especially as a boarder, what's your advice to someone that's just starting at McCallie? Like they're gonna say you're gone, but they're gonna watch this podcast and be like, hey, I wonder what Sean Clark did. What would your advice be to them?
That's a great question. I actually think about that all the time because obviously next year is my senior year, so I want to give a chapel talk. And I feel like my message of my chapel talk would just be my advice to like the freshmen or like any underclassmen. But I think honestly, no matter what year you're coming in, if you're a new student, it's going to be overwhelming. It's going to be a little bit scary. And when you're going to a new place, that's just how it's going to be. And I definitely felt that my freshman year. But like, realize that there are so many people that just want the absolute best for you and like that are going to accept you with open arms. So once I found those people and realized like that is the environment here and that's the community, I just like felt like I really belonged. So I encourage you to just find your friends, find the people that are going to accept you for who you are and just support you. And there's so many people, there's so many faculty, there's the counselors, there's so many teachers, the people in the learning center, the nurses. I mean, literally anyone I can think of is just so nice. So just really like talk to people. Don't try to like hide what you're feeling inside. Like literally talk to people and you will feel better. So just know that even if you are going through a hard time when you first get here or the first month or something, like it will get better. Just try to talk to people and just realize how great of a place it is. Yeah.
Wow.
Sean, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you so much.
It was a lot of fun.
You dropped some gems.
Yep, guys, that was our episode with Sean Clark, 5-star and also upcoming singing sensation. Check out his Instagram, guys.
Check it out. And TikTok.
Yeah. Again, Sean, thank you for sitting down with us. Tornado.
Talk. Out.